This is Louis Jourdan. Welcome to Romance Theatre. For poets and songwriters, romance has been the silken thread from which they have woven endless creations. We long for romance, but more often than not, it causes us frustration, aggravation, and heartburn. Is it worth every emotionally charged moment? If you are watching Romance Theatre, you obviously must think so. Now, our story this week is called Love at the Top. Glynis Kidwell is a delightful young woman filled with dreams of a brilliant career in the glamorous world of fashion. But she's still hoping to find that special man. A very interesting girl, Glynis. Let us meet her. Let us take a good look into her world.
Glynis. Estelle Guinot's done it again. The line's exquisite.
Oh, thanks, Marlene. Excellent choices.
I overspent. Couldn't help myself.
Well, it's fun spending someone else's money, isn't it?
Love it. See you soon.
Okay, bye-bye. And thanks. Oh, they're smiling. I'm beginning to feel like a Miss America contestant. Oh, good. It's almost closing time. James. That makes 4 times this week I've done that. It's amazing. I only met him once. He was handsome and very interesting. But then, so are 1,000 other men.
Hi. Remember me? We met at the spring market.
Oh, yes, of course.
James Quinn.
I'm very glad you stopped by. Tell me, how did our line do in your shops?
Oh, very well. That's why I'm back. I saved the best for last.
Well, hopefully you saved some of your budget. You know, these new designs are guaranteed to take your breath away.
I'm sure they will, Miss Kidwell. I'm sure they will.
Let me know if I can be of any more help. And how are you doing?
Well, I couldn't do better. Just spent my entire budget.
That shows you have excellent taste. Very good, Mr. Quinn. You have quite an eye for lingerie.
It's a gift. I was born with it, Miss Kidwell.
Do you know, I'd appreciate it if you'd call me Glynis.
Okay. You Glynis, me James. Deal?
Deal. How long are you in town for?
Well, I'm planning to fly back to Phoenix tonight. And it's your fault.
Mine?
Yeah, I'm out of money.
How do you like Phoenix?
It's fine. It's hot. Dry.
Yeah, I guess it would be hot and dry.
Yeah.
Have you got time for a drink?
If that's an invite, I accept.
Wonderful. Would you just give me a few minutes to close up the showroom?
Of course.
Therefore, I would like to meet with you in my office on Tuesday morning at 11. At that time, Kyle, we can discuss the newly vacated position of National Marketing Director for Satin and Lace. Until then, etc., etc. Sign off as usual, Stacy.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, Mrs. Duran.
Oh, Anna, what a nice surprise. How pretty you look.
Do you realize that it's almost 7 o'clock?
Time gets away from me. This day has been so busy with fittings and models in and out. Poor Stacy. I hope I didn't keep you from anything important.
I wish you had.
Well, you know how I hate to ask you this, darling, but do you think you could get those letters out for me tonight, special delivery? You're a dear.
Of course.
Well, sweetheart, how are you?
Fine. I was hoping we could have dinner.
Oh, impossible tonight, sweetheart. I am taking this batch of sketches to bed with me.
You know, there is life outside this office, Mother. It's as though you're married to this place.
I love it. And I'm true to it, which is more than I can say for the 2 husbands I had.
Mother, you're terrible. I overheard your dictation. I'm awfully happy that you decided to give Kyle that job.
But I didn't. I thought I said we'd be discussing it. You should know your mother better than that. I always leave myself more than one option.
No, I haven't been able to do anything about it. Not yet. But it's impossible for me to talk right now. You know that. I told you, I'm taking care of it. You'll just have to wait. I've got to go now. Goodbye.
How can you keep a marriage together when you only meet twice a week in some office on East 78th Street? The counselor listens. I talk. Kyle sulks.
He still won't move into town?
No. He'd rather commute to that place in Connecticut.
You a little frightened?
I don't know what I'd do without Kyle.
Oh, you'll do fine. Believe me, living alone isn't all that bad. Some of us manage very well. Honestly.
Everything would just be all right if you'd only give Kyle that job.
I won't let you do this to me, Anna. The success of your marriage does not depend on me or that job. It would be lovely if we could all blame these kinds of things on someone or something, but we can't. Lesson 101 in responsibility. Oh, would you like Taylor to drop you off at home?
No, I think I'll just round someone up for dinner.
Probably do you a world of good. We'll talk soon. Nighty-night.
Hello, Kyle. I'm awfully glad you haven't left for Connecticut yet. I have got the most wonderful news for you. No. No, I don't want to tell you on the phone. Why don't you drop by the apartment at, say, 8:30 tonight? Well, of course it's important. To both of us.
Mamma mia, that was incredible lasagna. Where'd you hide the chef?
You're looking at her. Would have been dreadful if you hadn't liked Italian food.
Something tells me you're not too surprised.
Well, Italian's a pretty safe bet. At least with most men.
Glynis, you're about as transparent as this glass of wine.
Hopefully you're not implying that I planned all of this.
Well, why don't we look at the evidence for a second here? I mean, it was you who asked me out for a drink now, wasn't it?
Yes, but...
And when I suggested dinner, it was you who said, let's not eat out. Something about how we both travel so much and we're always eating in restaurants, right?
James Quinn, do you know you're terrible? Now, how could you let me go on thinking I'd fooled you?
Because I wanted to be sure that we ended up right here. I didn't care how. Did you?
I like you.
Does that mean I didn't have to order 5 dozen satin dressing gowns?
Have some more wine, please. Thanks. Tell me, how did you know that I didn't have a husband and 5 children waiting for me in Tarzana?
Well, probably the same way you knew that I loved Italian food.
And drive a white Porsche. I refuse to divulge my source.
You are incredible.
Yeah?
Yeah. I want to know everything about you.
Well, it all started in a very little town in Iowa. It was a very cold place.
On
It was
second thought, I think I'd rather just discover you. You make quite a first impression.
You don't do so badly yourself.
I've thought about you a lot.
You didn't call.
I was in Phoenix. You're all over California.
Logistically, this is a pretty lousy setup, isn't it?
Yes. Lousy setup. But the market's over. Tomorrow's Saturday. What do you say to spending the day with me?
Saturday?
And Sunday.
I think it's a wonderful idea. I'd love to.
Well, then walk me to the door.
Why? Are you leaving?
Well, I want to get a good night's sleep so we can get an early start.
Early? Why?
Because I want to watch you just throw together breakfast.
Here, why don't you let me fix you another one?
Anna, can we get on with this? What was so important you couldn't talk about it on the phone?
Here, darling. You know, I really do worry about you commuting. Especially when you've been drinking. You know, perhaps you ought to find a place here in town.
Anna, please.
Used to make you relax. I remember when I'd rub the back of your neck, and the next thing you'd know...
I am not in the mood for reminiscing. Now, if that's what this evening was about, I'm leaving.
No, wait.
Good night.
I do have wonderful news for you. My mother is naming you National Sales Director of Satin and Lace.
How do you know?
Well, she is my mother, after all.
Then it's definite?
Well, of course it is. Was there really ever any doubt in your mind who was the best man for the job? I don't know, she's sending you a letter, something about a meeting or something, but the job is yours, I'm certain of that. Congratulations.
Well, that's wonderful news.
And I had to be the one to tell you.
Anna, don't start this.
Kyle, I missed you so. I need you so. morning, darling. Coffee?
No. Got to get out to the house.
I was hoping that we could go to the Tavern on the Green. They have the most divine brunches.
Anna, listen to me. What happened last night doesn't change anything.
You couldn't possibly mean that.
Anna, don't make me say things that'll hurt you.
You know, I've thought about having you here with me so often over these last few weeks. Now that you're here, guess what? I'm scared.
So am I. You feel any better?
You're scared. Why?
Well, probably for the same reasons that you are. Something very special going on here.
I know. I'm afraid I might let you into all those secret places.
Hey, you know, you haven't got a patent on secret places. I've got a few of my own.
Do you now?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and the James that hides there. Now, what's he like?
He's just about as handsome and as charming as I am, so you got absolutely nothing to worry about.
Oh.
You know, this is absolutely crazy. I don't understand why one of us didn't call the other.
One of us did.
What?
I was very contemporary, don't you think?
You called?
I hung up as soon as I heard your voice. But then I started planning how I was going to sweep you off your feet the next time I saw you.
It worked. No, ignore it. Maybe it'll go away.
No, James, let me go. I've got to get it.
But why? Why? This weekend you belong to me.
No. Let me go. Honey, there's someone out there. Oh. Okay. Thanks.
You gonna just look at it, or are you gonna open it?
Oh, I don't believe this. James, listen to this. This is to notify you that you are being considered for the position of National Marketing Director of Satin and Lace. Let's see, I'd like to see you in my office, and et cetera, and it's from Estelle Guineau.
Marketing director?
Yes. Plane tickets to New York. Do you know what this could mean?
Well, from my point of view, I sure know what it means.
Yeah, what's that?
That I'm so damn proud of you, Glynis.
Do you know, I am so ready for an assignment like this, James. I mean, I'm really ready.
I know you are. I knew you are. The first moment I met you, I knew that. I says to myself, now there's a gal who's on her way. You'll be great.
Oh.
Just great.
What's the matter?
If you get this job, does that mean you're going to be living in New York?
Well, of course.
Ouch.
Ouch?
Damn it. I just found you, Glynis.
Well, I just found you. James, don't you understand? I want it all. I want a career And I want a wonderful relationship. Now, is that so wrong?
No, it couldn't be more right. I just don't want to lose you.
No matter what happens in New York, it won't change the fact that we found each other.
Pretty sure about us, aren't you?
Uh-huh. James, what time is it?
It's early. Is there anything I can do to help?
No, not a thing, not a thing. Oh, yes. Would you water my avocado plant? Now, what did I do with my red shoes? Oh. Book. Sweetheart, would you hand me that book over there? I don't know when I'm going to have time to read it, but...
Well, I'm going to have time, but I'd rather think about you.
I left my lavender dress at the cleaners.
Hey. Hey. Remember me? I'm the guy who said he loved you last night. And again this morning.
James, I'm sorry. You've been so wonderful through all of this. And you know, this weekend is unforgettable. Really. Oh, that must be the limo. Will you get it and tell them I'm almost ready? All I need now are my tickets. My tickets? Oh, driver, will you check the luggage, please? I'm running a little bit late. I hope I didn't forget anything.
Well, from the looks of all your luggage, I'm wondering if you're planning on coming back at all.
Oh, I hope it's not a choppy flight. I love to fly, I just hate turbulence.
Glynis, something very special happened for us this weekend.
I know.
Flight 521, non-stop service to New York Kennedy, is now ready for boarding through gate 39.
Well, here I go. Very special.
You know, this isn't exactly the way I had it planned. I mean, I'm the one who's supposed to be getting on the airplane, and you're supposed to be standing here crying.
I'm sorry. Promise we'll do it your way next time.
Take you up on that.
I'll call you, James.
This is lovely. Oh, I like that. That is spectacular. Give the cutters the okay on this one, Stacy. But I don't like that. That shoulder is not delicate enough. I know. Tell Juanita to use a ribbon strap. You know what I mean? And I want to see it this afternoon.
Mrs. Bonneau's office. Just a moment. It's Sammy. He wants to know if you'll be ready to shoot that color spread tomorrow.
I told him that I would not have the pieces until Thursday, and if he calls me again, I'll give it to Cassandra, and maybe I should.
These colors won't work, Estelle. They're drab.
Well, I happen to love them, and look, try combining them with that handmade lace we imported from England. I think you'll begin to get an idea of what I had in mind.
I cannot design drab lingerie. These will never blend, never.
But you are a genius, darling. You could make burlap appealing.
I can only try. Don't expect miracles.
They're all children.
The receptionist seems to be out.
Estelle keeps her hopping.
Oh, excuse me. I'm still on Los Angeles time.
Takes a few days to reset the old clock.
Yeah, well, I doubt if I'll be here that long. At least not this trip.
You with the company?
I'm Glynis Kidwell. I'm the California rep.
Oh, I've heard good things about you. I'm Kyle Durand. New York's my territory. Hello.
Hi.
I'm 11. What time are you?
Well, I'm 11 too.
Yeah. Well, Stacy's probably made a mistake.
Miss Kidwell, Mr. Durand, won't you come in? Welcome to New York, Miss Kidwell.
Stacy?
Good morning, Glynis.
Hi.
Welcome to New York.
Thank you.
Morning, Kyle.
Estelle.
Well, thank you for inviting me, Mrs. Gwynell. I was very surprised.
Forgive me. Have you two met?
Yes. And from the look of things, I think you planned it that way.
Well, make yourselves comfortable. Kyle, if you'd prefer a drink, help yourself.
Estelle, I didn't know this was going to be a conference.
Well, I thought it would be wise if I spoke with you both. Now, you know the importance of this position to Satin and Lace, and, well, I took a good look at the people within the organization, and I discovered that I had two very qualified ones, Kyle and Glynis.
Then you haven't made a decision.
No. Did someone lead you to believe I had?
You might say.
Anna may be my daughter, but she knows precious little about my business.
Well, regardless of what happens, I'm sure the trip will be well worth it.
Tell me, Estelle, how do you plan to begin this process of elimination?
Oh, I prefer to call it healthy competition. Does that make you uneasy, Kyle?
Not at all. It's just not often that one meets the competition at such close range.
A rather intriguing situation. Don't you think so, Mr. Durand?
No, I am not at all satisfied with the sales in those territories.
The sales reps don't understand the line. Now, if they would simply...
Don't you think the marketing director should visit the actual markets, working right along with the sales rep, learning the territory would make a big difference?
If we did the right kind of job at our sales meetings, they shouldn't have these kinds of problems.
Wait a minute, Kyle. Glynis does have a point. I mean, if you work with the buyer in his territory, you'll have a better idea of who the buyers are and what he's up against.
I don't see how we can miss if we fire them up at the sales meeting.
I wasn't advocating weaker sales meetings, Mr. Durand. On the contrary, we need strong sales meetings and a good...
I think we have been at this quite long enough for one day. It's time for a little relaxation. Now, I have taken the liberty of planning a dinner party for tonight.
How nice.
Tonight? Oh, I'm sorry. I have a previous engagement.
My car will pick you up at your hotel at 8 o'clock, Glynis, okay? Oh, and by the way, Kyle, it's black tie. Glynis? Hello. I hope you're enjoying yourself.
Well, yes, I am. Thank you. And your home is so lovely.
Well, sometimes I wonder if I live here or at the office.
Oh, and you know what I'd say if you asked me about that.
My daughter does not understand the career woman.
Oh, well, we are a little bit strange, Anna. But, you know, usually it's the men that can't figure us out.
I can't imagine being stuck in some stuffy office.
Well, your mother's office is far from stuffy. You know, I think it's larger than my entire apartment.
No. You know, Mother, you have had this lovely lady all to yourself long enough. I mean, this is a party. Come with me. There are some people you must meet.
Although, Kyle, she's really quite something, isn't she?
It was a lousy trick, Estelle, and I think you're enjoying it.
Well, would you have shown up this morning if you'd known about Glennis?
Now I know where Anna gets her devious nature. She's just not as accomplished as you.
I shall take that as a compliment, my darling. It's true, though. You are both highly qualified for that position.
I have to hand it to you, Estelle. You're quite a lady.
I hope you still feel that way after I have finally made my decision.
I just hope your young lady from California is up to the test.
I'm sure you both are. I'll see you later.
So, you may be making a move to our city. Well, I'm hoping to, yes, but for now, I'm just enjoying the visit.
Californians are seldom happy here in New York City. Takes a special breed to handle the hustle and bustle.
Well, actually, Anna, I think I'd adore it.
Perhaps you will. Excuse me?
Of course, dear.
Anna looks so beautiful tonight.
Yes, she does.
Kyle must be so proud of her.
Are they close friends?
I'm not so sure about that, but they are married.
You look surprised. Didn't you know?
Oh, of course I knew. They do make a marvelous couple. Will you, excuse me?
What do you think of Glennis?
Oh, she's, lovely. She's not really one of us, though.
What does that mean?
God, I don't want to talk about her. Will you come home with me tonight?
Anna, we are getting a divorce. It's time you start dealing with the reality of that.
But I love you.
No, you don't. Not really. Love is just a word to you. You use people to make yourself happy.
I do not.
Anna, sometimes I think you do just about anything to get what you want.
Why do you say such dreadful things to me?
You lied to me about the promotion. How did you think I'd feel when I learned the truth? You didn't think about that, no. All that mattered to you was getting me into your bed.
And you wanted to be there. You stayed because you wanted to.
You're right, Anna. For some crazy reason, I did. You can be a very desirable woman. But you got a lot to learn about loving. Excuse me, I need another drink.
Nepotism. It's the next best thing to talent. No wonder Kyle's acting so confident. And I came 3,000 miles for this? Well, your little secret's out, Madame Greenot. So what? What difference does it make? I got a free trip to New York. It's been fun. And since I can't marry the boss's daughter, or maybe I can make your decision a little bit easier for you by taking the next plane back to Los Angeles.
Brought you another drink. You finished the first one off in a hurry.
Keeping count?
No, just trying to be civil.
And why shouldn't you be? Though I think smug is really a better word for it. Boy, I bet you've had a real good little laugh over this one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, then let me enlighten you. It seems that until this evening, no one thought it was necessary to inform me that I was in competition with the boss's son-in-law.
I get it. You thought you were the token consideration to cover the son-in-law's appointment.
And I'm not accustomed to being used, Mr. Durand.
Actually, I'm the one at the disadvantage. I'm about to become Estelle's ex-son-in-law.
And I'm sure Anna and Estelle know all about that.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, they do. And you know Estelle Guineau well enough to be assured she's not a game player.
Ex-son-in-law? It's really not a very smart move on your part. Not with a big promotion like this in the offing.
I live dangerously.
Obviously.
I knew you'd have a wonderful laugh.
You mean you were as thrown by this whole thing as I was?
I sure was. In a strange sort of way, I'm glad you're here.
Being very nice.
If I wish you luck, would you believe me?
Yes, I think I would.
Then know that I do.
That job means a great deal to you, doesn't it, Kyle?
Yes.
Me too.
Maybe tomorrow we could,
Competitors should never become friends. Takes the edge off the contest.
Oh. Now we are just up for the same job. We're not going into the Coliseum together.
Well, perhaps you should take it more seriously. You'll have to excuse me. I have to tear my husband away. Sweetheart, I'm ready to go home.
Yes, it is getting rather late.
My wrap is in the bedroom. Would you be a dear and get it for me?
Well, I think I've stayed too long at the ball. I really must be going. Good night, Mrs. Durand.
You ready?
ready? If you want to go, Anna, call a cab.
Idiot does he think I am? Ex-son-in-law. Oh, and I almost believed him. For some dumb reason, I wanted to. All that stuff about wishing me luck and how long did I plan to stay in New York. Just charm the little lady right off her feet and then stab her in the back. Damn, he must think I'm stupid. Should have seen through his routine. Well, this is the big time, Glynis. How do you like it so far? Just a little bit bloodier than you expected? Yeah, but aren't you the one that said you were ready? Well, are you? Sure, I'm ready. I'm ready to run home with my tail between my legs. After tonight's performance, I wouldn't give you the job. Glynis, you're a sucker, and you're soft. Like hell I am. All right, he won tonight's round. That's one for Kyle Durand. But I'm on to him now. He's going to have the fight of his life. Glynis Kidwell isn't going anywhere unless it's right to the executive suite. Because son-in-law or no son-in-law, I want that job. Well, Mrs. Grinnell, you brought me here, and I'm not leaving until I've done everything I can to get that job. James. 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 Oh, James, what would you do about this? Whatever you do, you'd probably make me laugh. And I really need to laugh right now. Please be home. Who is it?
Glynis, it's Kyle Durand. I'd like to talk to you.
Look, Mr. Durand, I don't want to seem rude, but I'm very tired.
I'm starting to attract a crowd. May I come in? I assure you, my reputation at this hotel is spotless. Thank you.
Now, what do you want?
I was worried about you.
Worried? Why?
You've got the wrong idea about Anna and me, Glynis. You seemed upset. I was afraid you might do something crazy, like take the first flight back to Los Angeles, to your husband.
Well, there's no husband, and I have no intention of leaving. Sorry to disappoint you.
Oh, I'm not at all disappointed.
I think you should know that I plan to do everything I can to get that job.
So do I. So let's make a fair fight of it. Put our cards right on that table.
Well, now, that's very gallant of you. I mean, as Estelle's son-in-law, you can hardly hold your cards close to your chest, can you?
You see, you don't understand.
I think you'd better go. Your wife might wonder where you are. Now, she could call her mother. We don't know where it could go from there, and I could end up losing the job I do have.
Anna's not my wife.
Really? Well, everyone, including Anna, seems to think she is.
Well, she is, but...
Oh, she isn't your wife, but she is. Now, I know we both feel a lot better having cleared that up. Good night, Mr. Durand. Well,
You are going to listen to me. Now, if that takes all
I'm
night...
calling the manager.
Damn, you are stubborn.
Me? I'm not the one that refuses to leave.
I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why I care whether you stick around or not. I don't even know why I care you understand anything. But for some stupid reason, I do.
All right. Go ahead, say what you will. But I think I should warn you. I can hardly wait to hear this.
Anna and I have been separated for months. And I am getting a divorce.
Darling, I'm ready to go home. Doesn't sound very separated to me.
She's just having a hard time accepting it. End of story.
Okay.
You know, I didn't have to come over here. It was better for me if you went on believing that son-in-law business. Maybe I should have just let you go back to L.A.
But I told you I wasn't going.
Maybe not. But you thought about it.
I was right this morning.
About what?
This whole situation. It's becoming more intriguing by the minute. I really appreciate your taking the time to clear this up, Kyle. Good night.
Is this your subtle way of asking me to leave?
Excuse me. Hello? James! Oh, it's so good to hear from you. Well, I was going to call you, but... I just got in. They've kept me pretty busy.
Well, how are things going?
Fine.
Only fine?
Oh, well, it's really been wonderful. It's very exciting.
You miss me yet? You've been dazzled by the big time.
Well, it's not going to be easy to get this job. I met my competition.
Honey, are you okay? You sound worried.
Oh, no, I'm fine, really. I guess I'm just tired. Well, what are you doing up at this ungodly hour?
It's not ungodly. I'm in Arizona.
Oh.
Besides, I spend all my time thinking about you, so the hour doesn't matter. You must be exhausted.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Well, I won't keep you. You should probably get some sleep.
Yeah, I guess I should. Thanks for the call, James.
You take care. I love you.
I really appreciate your call, James. Bye.
Well, when do you expect her?
I'm not sure, Mrs. Duran. She had a breakfast meeting. Did she know you were coming?
I don't usually make an appointment to see my mother.
It's been a very busy week for her. Yes? All right, I'll bring the sketches. She left them for you. Meet me in the cutting room.
Well, what do you suggest I do?
You're welcome to wait.
Good morning, Anna.
Good morning. My mother's not in yet?
Well, I'm early. Lovely party last night.
Funny. I had the feeling that something upset you. You left rather abruptly.
No, not at all.
It's a shame Mother brought you all this way for nothing.
I'm delighted to have been given the opportunity.
You do know that there's very little chance you'll get this job, don't you?
No, I don't know that.
Well, I just wouldn't want you to be disappointed, that's all.
Well, I'm confident that Estelle's decision will be fair and in the company's best interests.
Kyle is such a dear.
Yes, he's very nice.
And he deserves this promotion.
Well, I'm willing to let Estelle decide that.
Kyle, dear.
Good morning, Anna.
Oh, well, I've got to run. I have a million things to do.
Should I be glad I missed that little encounter?
Not at all. We were just discussing the party.
The marketing of this new line is exceptionally important because we're changing the look of some of our biggest sellers, like this baby doll.
I like this one.
Isn't that wonderful?
Almost looks like a new designer.
Oh, it is. I discovered her in Greece. She's young, enthusiastic, and terribly talented. Now, the new line. Tell me what you think.
Oh. They're incredible.
And one of you will be masterminding the strategy to keep us the top line.
That shouldn't be too difficult.
You know, I've always been amazed at the work you do here. Do you think I could see the operation sometime? You know, the designers, the cutters?
Why, of course. Oh, Kyle. Would you mind? I mean, I have appointments for the rest of the day.
Would you mind?
When did we start?
After lunch. The woman looks famished. We've been at this all morning. Oh, Stacy, would you have lunch set up in the dining room? Thank you, dear. Now, I am going to have to hibernate for a few days while I consider my decision. So I'll see you both here on Friday at 10.
Then you want me to stay?
Of course. Take time to enjoy the city. I'm sure there is much that will hold your interest.
Oh, thanks for the tour, Kyle. I really enjoyed it.
My pleasure. So what big plans do you have for your free days in New York?
None yet. But if all else fails, I'll shop. You know, I understand quite a raise goes with this promotion.
I wouldn't start spending that money if I were you. I've got my eye on a nice little sports car.
Well, don't make a down payment. Not just yet.
I was speaking of a car, not a home.
Oh, I was speaking of a promotion. What are you going to do with your 2 days?
I've got this wonderful old house up in Connecticut. I'm going there. I'll bet you'd like it.
Miss Kidwell, I'm glad I caught you.
Oh, yes, Daisy.
Oh, I feel just terrible about this, but I had a message for you this morning, and I forgot to give it to you. I'm really sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Who called?
Mr. James Quinn from Phoenix.
James?
Said you'd know the number. I feel so stupid. It just got lost on my desk.
Oh, no, really, it's all right. I'll call him later.
He wanted to talk with you as soon as possible.
Well, why? Was something the matter?
I don't think so. He just seemed anxious to talk to you.
Maybe I'd better call him. Kyle, do you mind?
It's okay. Go ahead. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Oh.
Hi. Remember me? James Quinn? The fanciful shops
Out of Phoenix. You see there, I did remember.
You don't look so surprised. I guess you got my message.
Yeah, just a few minutes ago. I called your secretary and she told me you were on your way here.
For you. Insurance. In case you were upset that I didn't wait for your okay.
Ah, they're beautiful. Well, come on in. I can't get over that you're here. I guess what I need for these is a vase or something. Maybe I should call housekeeping or see if these work. I just still can't get over the fact that you're here.
Slow down. It's just me.
Whatever possessed you to come?
I don't know. I got to thinking about last weekend, and I realized I wasn't very supportive, so here I am.
I'm glad. Where's your luggage?
Properly stored away in my own room.
I didn't mean it that way.
Yes, you did. But that's okay. You'll find that I am open to suggestions.
You are incorrigible.
Not only that, I am starved. And I just happened to have 2 tickets to the hottest show on Broadway.
Just happened to have.
And if you think that you're the only girl in New York that I know, you're right.
Well, I just happen to have 2 whole days to kill.
Well, now you've got a buddy to kill him with.
I can explain, please.
That feels good.
I rent out by the hour. Make house calls to New York.
I'm sorry I'm not better company.
You don't have to be anything but yourself.
James.
Hey. Why don't we take our champagne and go for a romantic carriage ride?
Now? It's practically midnight.
Who cares? We'll stop off and get a hot pretzel. With mustard.
Where do you get these outrageous ideas?
Okay, then, without mustard. What do you say?
I say you're nuts. Very sweet, but nuts.
Mostly about you.
You know something? I've got excellent taste in men.
Lucky for both of us.
Why can't I get her off my mind? If she hadn't gotten that call from James what's-his-name, I might have asked her to come with me. Oh, who am I kidding? I would have. Big mistake. What the hell do I need with another woman in my life? Anyway, she's going back to Los Angeles in a couple of days. Or even worse, she might turn out to be my boss. No, damn it. I'm going back. But James what's-his-name's in Phoenix, and Glynis is in New York. And why in hell am I going to Connecticut? Alone?
Glynis.
I don't know what's wrong.
It's enough for me just to be here with you.
I know, but last weekend everything seemed so right. You, me, this trip, everything.
Everything's still right.
Is it?
Sure. Lots has been happening. All of it pretty fast, including us. As soon as you get back home, it'll all smooth out again.
What if I don't get back home? Not to stay. James, will you hold me? I'm frightened.
Please give me Miss Glynis Kidwell. I believe it's room 1501.
Hello?
Hello, Glynis. It's Kyle.
Was anything wrong?
No? Look, I know I said I was going up to Connecticut, but I came back. I'm here in the hotel.
You're where?
Here. We have to talk. I want to see you.
Well, I can't. I mean, not right now.
Someone there? You and Estelle plotting my demise?
Well, no, it's just that it's not a good time, Kyle. Besides, I don't understand.
Yes, you do. Look, I'll wait in the bar. All night if I have to. Please. I want to see you, Glynis.
All right. James?
No place in the world like New York City.
I'm sorry.
Well, that'll teach me to be so damn impulsive. I shouldn't have busted in on you.
I do care for you.
Bad timing's my specialty. I'm the guy who always shows up a day early with a big party.
It's incredible. I can't believe it. I mean, how things can change in such a short time.
Well, love's a lot like the Texas weather. What is it they say? If you don't like it, wait a minute. It's bound to change.
I've always meant everything I ever said to you.
I know. Me too.
I just don't know what's happening. Emotionally, I'm a wreck. Part of it's this job. Part of it's...
That phone call. Glennis, I can't hold you. I want to. But you're much too independent. And you should be. I guess that's what he finds so charming, too.
Oh, James.
Hi. Remember me? James Quinn. The fanciful shops out of...
Phoenix. See there? I did remember.
What's so funny?
Us.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I mean, here we are. We're bitter competitors, right?
More or less.
Well, hardly a civil word has passed between us until tonight. Yet here we are, heading for a cozy little weekend in Connecticut. I don't know about you, but I find that pretty funny.
Give a guy a break. I'm trying to be romantic and you're laughing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't seem to help myself.
Laughing at my little offer of hospitality.
No, not at all. It was very sweet.
Just for the record, you'll find my couch extremely comfortable.
Yeah? Well, that just might be the highlight of my trip. Devil. How did you sleep all right?
Great. How about you?
Great.
Great.
Do you know what I want more than anything in the world right now?
What?
Breakfast.
Don't go away.
Oi.
Ta-da!
Oh.
Thought you might be hungry. No tipping necessary.
And the man cooks, too?
Dig in.
This looks great. Do you know, I don't think I've slept this late in years. You were right. I love it up here.
I'm glad. There's no place in the world I like better than right here.
You know, it's funny, but when I first met you, I just couldn't imagine you as the country boy type. And now that I see you up here, I can't imagine you happy anyplace else.
Hope the eggs are okay.
Yeah, they're fine. I'm sure. Kyle, what's the matter?
Who's James?
James?
Yeah. The guy on the phone?
Well, James is a good friend.
How good?
Good enough to understand why I'm up here with you. So relax, okay?
Well, I can't wait to show you around this place.
Do you know, I bet you've got dogs. Rugged guys like you always have dogs.
One Cocker Spaniel.
I love it. You're perfect.
Brother, you got a lot to learn.
Huh?
I never liked it up here. I'm sorry, I don't know why I thought of that right now.
She seems to love you very much.
No, she doesn't. Not really. We just never meshed. Different values, I guess.
Sorry.
Falling out of love. Too often it's part of falling in love. That's just the way it goes.
You know, I don't think I've ever really been in love. Not really.
I find that very hard to believe.
It's true. If you promise not to tell, I'll confess. The whole idea scares me to death.
You don't look very terrified.
No, I am. Of you. Us. This house.
I feel very good with you.
Me too.
In fact, I feel so good. As bitter competitors, just think how great we'd feel if we weren't after the same job.
You're kidding, aren't you?
Well,
About the job?
you realize that one of us is going to wind up as the other's boss.
Kyle, we knew that before we came up here.
Yeah. I guess I was just thinking out loud.
Look, I still want that job. Now, nothing has changed that. Being together here has not changed that at all.
I didn't say it did.
I never should have let you talk me into this.
Now, wait a minute. You think I brought you up here to change your mind about the job?
I'm not sure.
I really don't believe this.
Wait a minute. You're the one who brought up the whole conversation in the first place.
Damn. When will I ever learn? What were you going to try to do? Try to seduce me up here? Is that it?
Now, you wait just a minute, Mr. Kyle Durand. I can get that job without betting anybody down, thank you very much.
Here. Get dressed. Taking you back to New York.
Great. That's just wonderful. You're the one that drove all the way into New York City in the middle of the night to get me. You hauled me up here, made pleasant conversation, fed me dry scrambled eggs, and then you jumped down my throat. Look, if you're trying to see that my trip is unforgettable, you've succeeded.
I'll just tell Kyle that I left some clothes up there. He'll have to let me drive up then.
Kyle, the phone. Kyle? Hello? Hello?
Well, Miss Glynis Kidwell, you certainly do move fast. But you'll soon discover that I know how to fight for what belongs to me. Hello, darling. You know that little favor that you owe me? Well, I'm calling it in.
What if I'm wrong? Maybe you didn't bring me up here hoping I'd back away from the job. I wish he'd hurry. I want to get out of here. Maybe if I apologize. This is incredible. Man's got me feeling guilty and I haven't done anything.
Everything's locked up. You ready?
Kyle. We'd better get going.
Why do we have this conversation every year, Drew?
Because, Estelle, you and I both know that you will eventually sell.
Oh, will I? Where do you get this information?
Well, one of these days you'll want to fly right off to Paris. I know you better than you think.
Satin and lace will never merge with your company, Drew.
Anna doesn't have any interest in keeping it.
When I no longer wish to run this company, believe me, it will pass into far more sensitive hands than yours, Drew, my dear.
I'm not easily dissuaded.
So I've noticed.
I'm a good businessman. It would be in good hands.
You are a businessman, but you lack the heart of a designer. And you can't buy that with any checkbook, Drew, not even yours.
In the final analysis, it all does come down to business, you know.
True. And business is better than ever. Satin and lace is still the top line.
I wish you continued success, Estelle. But I think you ought to know that I found some extraordinary designers.
And they don't mind making copies?
Goodbye, Estelle.
Till next year, Drew.
Stacy, do you have them?
I've changed my mind, Mr. Hayes.
What?
Changed my mind.
I guess somebody paid you a higher price.
No. Please, not here. Yes, Mrs. Grinnell? Of course. I'll get it for you right away.
Listen to me.
Don't you understand? I can't do it. I just can't do something like that.
I'd invite you in for a drink, but that might be construed as bribery.
Let's not get started again. You okay?
Other than having logged the fastest recording trip to Connecticut and back, I'm fine. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Kyle, may the best person win.
I
hate to tell you this, Madame Gounod, but the design for your new lines have been stolen. Inside job.
Who is this?
A friend.
Who is this? Who is this?
We can't let this happen. Just can't.
When did you last see the designs, Mrs. Guino?
Let me think. Day before yesterday. Yes, when I was showing them to Kyle and Glynis.
Oh, Miss Kidwell is one of Mother's top people.
Absolutely. Oh, now wait. Surely we don't have to embarrass these people by questioning them.
I'm sorry, but we do. Where can we find them?
They'll be in my office tomorrow morning at 10. I am so sorry to have kept you waiting. We've had a few problems. Good morning. It's lovely to see you both. Won't you come in?
You look as worried as Stacy. What's happening, Estelle? Company going under?
There's been a robbery. The designs for my new line are missing.
When did you find out?
Last night. I had an anonymous phone call telling me they were stolen.
Did you call the police?
Oh, yes. They've already questioned everyone around here.
Was anything else taken?
No, just my designs. Oh, this sort of thing happens often in this business. I hate to ask you this, but the police also want to talk to both of you. I'm truly sorry.
I don't mind talking to them.
Kyle?
I'll do everything I can. You know that.
Thank you. Well, let's get some work done before they arrive. Oh, Glynis, the accountants called about those sales figures. Were you able to find them?
Yes. I've got them right here in my briefcase.
Good.
Luckily, I brought my papers with me. I've got them right...
My God, my designs!
But I don't understand.
How did they get in your briefcase?
I don't know. Believe me, I had nothing to do with this.
Oh, I'm sure you didn't.
Boy, they'd be worth one hell of a lot to our competitors.
And you think I was going to sell them?
I didn't say that.
Oh, Glynis, no one's blaming you, but we do have to find out how they got there.
Well, obviously someone is trying to implicate me.
Do you have any idea who that might be?
Well... Oh, my God.
Well, you don't think that
I'm sorry. I don't belong here. I want to go back to Los Angeles right now. Unless you or the police need me for something.
Oh, please don't think about the police. I plan to tell them we found the sketches and simply let it go at that. But are you sure you're doing the right thing?
I have to believe I am. I hope you understand.
Of course I do. And don't give the promotion a thought. We'll discuss it in a few days.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Glynis.
Kyle. She's just confused. This has been very trying for us all.
I can't let her leave thinking I planted those designs in her briefcase.
You have to.
You just don't understand, Estelle.
Oh, yes, I do, Kyle. I understand very well.
I'm warning you, Stacy.
I've got to tell Mrs. Gwinnett the truth.
You're not going to tell her anything. Not if you want to keep this job or any other job in this town.
Between you and Mr. Hayes, I might as well move back to Des Moines.
Kyle, dear, I got your message.
I didn't leave you a message, Anna.
Oh, but my service said that you called and that you
I don't
wanted
care
to
what
see me.
they said. I didn't call you.
See? I told you that you'd get that job. But I am sorry that Miss Kidwell took it so badly.
As a matter of fact, we didn't even get around to the job. Your mother's designs were found in Glynis's briefcase, and she was so upset that
Mrs. Anna Duran,
Yes, I'm Anna Duran. Who are you?
I've got some papers for you. Good day.
Anna, I told you... I told you that if you didn't take care of it, I would. That we've got to get this charade over with.
Could you? I hate
Anna,
you.
get a
I
hold of
absolutely
yourself.
hate
Will
you.
you stop it?
Oh, I'm going to make you pay for this. I'm warning you. Oh, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Stop it.
Catch that little thief of yours.
Thief? So that's why you thought I got the job.
Oh, I hate you. I hate you.
1501?
I did it for you. You see that? The job just meant so much to you.
Not this much, Anna.
Kyle, please. Kyle.
Oh, Anna.
Yes, hello. Yes, this is Miss Glynis Kidwell, Suite 1501. Will you please send a bellboy up immediately? Yes. I'm checking out. Thank you.
I just thought that if I could help him get that job, everything would be all right.
What you and Stacy did is unforgivable.
I was just so frightened about being alone.
And Stacy was so frightened of not getting to the top fast enough. Can't you see, Anna, that we're all frightened of something? There is such a thing as good judgment. And you both were totally irresponsible.
You gonna fire Stacy?
I should. But I'm sure we'll work something out. Somehow, some way. And as for Mr. Drew Hayes, I will deal with him in my own way.
I'm sorry, Mother.
Anna, what were you doing here that night?
I saw the lights on in your outer office, and you're always here so late. I just thought...
Anna, what am I going to do with you?
What am I gonna do, Mother? He's really gone this time.
You knew he would be one day. But You are my daughter, and we always land on our feet.
I'm not as strong as you are.
Ah! You just spent too much time feeling sorry for yourself and trying to hang on to something that was holding you back. Right this minute, you should be building a whole new life for yourself.
Alone.
Anna, do something for yourself. Do something fun.
Kyle and I were thinking about taking a cruise.
Then take it. I'm sure there are 100 men who would adore having you on their arms.
Do you really think so?
You are going to come back a whole new woman, I promise.
You know, it might be exciting. I need a whole new wardrobe, of course.
Of course.
You know, I had this girlfriend that took a cruise last year, and she said that it was absolutely divine.
That sounds absolutely perfect, my darling. Perfect.
Coming. The bags are right over here if you'll... Kyle.
Hi.
Get out of here.
Nope.
Oh, no. Not this again.
Yep.
No. You are not going to charm your way out of this one. Now get out of here because I'm busy.
Not before I explain.
Do you know what I can't believe? I cannot believe that for 1 second, one tiny little second, I actually thought I liked you.
But you did. You do.
I can't stand you. And I used to think I had such excellent taste in men. What's so funny? I'll tell you what's so funny. It's this whole lousy trip. It's been a barrel of laughs thanks to you. Now will you please get out of here before I call the police or the manager or your keeper?
Don't want to do that.
Oh, no? Just watch me.
Glynis, you can't leave.
I can do whatever I please. Besides, I will not be the first one to leave. Yes, may I have the manager's office, please? Well?
Hope he's not really a big guy.
You are the most infuriating and underhanded and...
Sorry all this happened, but I can explain.
Oh.
You are the most stubborn woman I have ever met.
I don't give a flip what you think of me. Now, will you please go? I have got to catch a plane.
There'll always be another one. That is, if you really decide to go.
Now, you stay away from me.
Glynis, you listen to me. Anna took the designs and put them in your briefcase.
Oh. Now, this is the same Anna who is your wife, but really isn't.
The same. And since you've got the phone in your hand, why not call Estelle? Maybe if you hear it from her.
Well, now, there's a really marvelous idea. I'll just call Mrs. Gwinnett and say, excuse me, I understand your daughter is a thief. Well, you won't stop at anything, will you? You know, I have heard of barracudas in this business, but you take the cake.
Glynis, I am crazy about you.
Wrong. You're just crazy. Oh, now that's my room key. Give me that. Where did you get this?
It was in Anna's purse. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
You and Anna make quite a little pair, don't you? Now I understand why you enticed me up to your place in Connecticut.
Oh, you do?
Yes. With me out of the way, Anna could walk right into my room.
You can't possibly believe that. Not if you remember how we were feeling about each other up there.
I've been trying to forget that.
Yeah, I've tried too. It's not easy, is it? Oh, it was incredible, and you know it. Glynis, let's stop all this fighting.
Oh, let me go.
Not this time.
No, Kyle, what does a girl have to do to convince you? I don't like you.
First, she has to believe it.
No, the bellboy's coming any minute. I'll scream.
He won't be coming.
Oh, Kyle. Got a plane to catch. No. I refuse to love anyone I dislike as much as you.
I'm irresistible.
What about Anna?
You see these bruises? They delivered the papers to her just after you left.
Is she going to be all right?
I can't believe you. That woman tried to ruin your entire career, to say nothing of hanging on to the man that you're crazy about, and you're actually worried about her.
Can't help it.
Believe me, Anna will be fine.
You sure?
I'm sure. Now, what about us?
Us? Don't you think we ought to wait until all of this is settled? Anna, the promotion.
I just don't want to lose you. When I brought you back from Connecticut, I was hurting just as much as you were.
I know.
Everything that happened that night, that wasn't your fault. The whole idea was mine.
Oh, trying to take all the credit, are you? Kyle, how much is Estelle's decision going to affect the us you were talking about?
Honestly?
As honestly as possible.
Truthfully, I wish we weren't caught up in this competition. But we are. Glynis, I love you. So we'll just deal with it.
You know, it's liable to be a problem, no matter which way it goes.
Not if we don't let it.
I can't stand it another minute.
What are you doing?
I'm calling Estelle.
I'm very glad that you let me give you my decision face to face.
Well, I probably wouldn't have made it to the airport without knowing anyway.
Well, Estelle, it's getting awfully uncomfortable dangling around like this.
Oh, well, I'm truly sorry. Young woman, you have even more going for you than I even imagined. Your understanding of the business is remarkable. And one day, you will understand just how difficult these decisions can be. But for now, Kyle, darling, the weight is on your shoulders.
Congratulations.
Estelle, I'm very pleased. You'll get my best efforts.
If I don't, I know a dynamite young lady just waiting to step in.
Oh, Kyle, I am so proud of you. Oh, and I can't think of anyone I'd rather have lost to.
Are you sure it's okay with you?
Do I look devastated?
I was afraid it would change things between us.
It will. Now we can get on with this relationship, or whatever it is.
You are wonderful.
I know. You know, I'd love to give you that old line about where have you been all my life? But you'd probably just say,
Looking for you.
Kyle, let's get out of here.
Just what I was thinking. Oh, I hate to start my new job out with a problem.
Problem? You shouldn't have a problem in the world.
Oh, but I do. Since I'm leaving, I'm gonna need a Cracker Jack sales rep for the East Coast. What do you think? Could we work together?
I'd love it.
It would mean moving to New York.
New York? Actually, I really had something a lot more rustic in mind. Like Connecticut.